Yes, yes, I'm here with freeballydance.classes.com. So I'm answering some questions today, and I thought, you know what, let's make it a coffee talk because this is a very interesting topic. Well, Camelia, actually, from Spain, sent a question asking, it was actually quite a long email about lots of different topics, but the main reason she actually emailed, which was the one she said, I think this will be a good topic for your coffee talk, was kids and belly dancing. Very interesting topic. I never thought about it before. Although I do have some experience with it, you know, hand-on experience to talk about, which is kind of like very interesting too. But yeah, it's very interesting. Let's talk about it. Her question basically, I'll summarize it out of all this text, but was basically, how do you deal with people being judgmental towards children belly dancing? You know, people that think that children should not belly dance. Very interesting. For so many reasons. I think if you have issues with children belly dancing, you have issues with belly dancing in general. Personally, that's really what I think. Because you can't say that something is okay for adults that is not okay for children. Unless you think of the art of belly dancing as being this totally sexual thing, like strip it. Then maybe I can get that. But I don't agree with it, but I get it. Other than that, I mean, if you approve of yourself belly dancing, and you approve of your closest friend belly dancing, your family belly dancing, your friends belly dancing, but then their children cannot. You know, I mean, kids are not sexual beings, okay? Even if you believed that the art of belly dance is sexual, which I don't think it is, but even if you believed, you can make it sensual, but I don't think it's sexual, okay? It's not like having sex. But even if you believed that the art of belly dancing is sexual, okay? What makes you think that children have any concept of that? How could they be reflecting or, I don't know, presenting sexuality in a dance art form? They don't even have a sense of it. Most of them don't. And that's also another arguable topic, so, okay? Because there's obviously a lot of psychological studies there that say, yeah, children do have a sex life. But let's just say that. But I mean, I don't think kids, even if they did, let's just even for those of you who do believe so, let's just assume that that's even the case. Children, little girls, cannot express sexuality like adult women could because they lack the hormone effect. That's the fact. Okay? So, how would you have a problem with that? When children, little girls, whether they're, I don't know, 5 or they're 12, belly dance, they're not being sexual. They don't understand what that even means. Okay? They're not presenting that to an audience. They're not trying to get someone's attention using their sexual power, whatever you want to call it, or their boobs, or whatever it is that you might call it, whether it's physical or emotional or hormonal. They are not doing that. We know that. That's a fact. They're not doing that. And if they're not doing that intentionally, I don't think you should have a problem with them belly dancing. Again, I'm just saying this from even, I'm arguing this even as if I was the person who thinks that the art of belly dance for a 35-year-old woman is a sexual act. I don't think it is, but I'm just saying, even if you were the kind of person that thinks that a 35-year-old woman belly dancing is doing a sexual act publicly. Even if that was your argument, why would you have a problem with a child doing the same thing if they have no sexual intentions behind it? Okay, for them it's just a dance. You know, I said this many times before in my videos, I think ballet dancers show more skin than belly dancers. But I just think that the belly area is kind of taboo in the Western culture, therefore there's a lot of stigma about it. But, you know, you gotta get over it, guys. Come on, seriously. You know, I mean, a 5-year-old belly dancing or ballet dancing, there's no difference. There's no difference. Come on, think about it. Stop using your social stigma about the belly part and the sensual thing about belly dance, or whatever your mom and friends and culture and society taught you, and use your own brain. You're going to find that actually that scientifically talking, technically talking, ballet is much more sexual, I think, than belly dancing. But anyway, just my point of view. So let's just even get over that. But let's talk to us belly dancers, belly dancer to belly dancer. What would you do about that if you have a little girl that is actually wanting to perform and wanting to learn the art of belly dancer, imitating mommy, whatever, and other people think funky things about it? Screw them. That's what I say. I mean, come on. We're grown up people. I'm grown up. I think, at least I think so. I'm pretty sure like in 5 years, I'm not going to think the same way. But for right now, let me believe that I'm a grown up. Come on, when you believe that something is right and somebody else is trying to convince you that it's wrong, and you have every right to believe that they are wrong, why would you care? Life is too short. The last thing you want is to spend your life pleasing other people. Honestly, it's silly. It is so silly on so many levels. Don't worry about it. Don't care. Move on with your life. Do whatever you want. Yes, I would not, if I was a mommy and I have a little girl, I would not want her to try to do these super sexual moves. Because little girls maybe don't understand that they are being sexy when they're not being sexy. You know what I mean? But I would probably say, honey, don't do that. And I'm not going to say that to her in a sense that I think you're wrong. I'm going to say that to her in a sense that I don't want you to attract the wrong people. Because I'm, as a mother, my job is to protect you, sweetheart. And so I'm trying to protect you. Therefore, I'm going to minimize chances of you encountering people that are bad. Right? And there are bad people there. There are perverts out there. Okay? That love to have sex with little children. It's a fact of life. We've seen them in many countries, in every continent, every country, every decade, we've seen them all. So we know that that's part of life and those people just exist. And as parents, I mean, you can negotiate and argue about that all you want. But that's a topic to be left to its own. But as a mother, you want to protect your children from harm. And if sexual contact is harm defined by you, then no, you don't want that to happen. Therefore, you minimize them having that encounter with it. Okay? So yeah, I would like say to my daughter, no, don't do that because somebody might interpret it as something else or might want to hit on you or might want to like try to rape you when I'm not looking, So yeah, it's my protective instinct to use that. You have all the right in the world as a mother to use that. But to tell your child that they cannot do something that they love to do and express their artistic side and their dance side with it, that's also not fair. So it's a very tricky thing with belly dancing because you have the sexual, sensual, art, dance, workout form. I mean, it combines it all. What do you find the balance point for your child there? So you can protect them still, not have society look at them as these sexual beings, and yet give them the right to express themselves as artistic beings. It's a very delicate balance, and I think your judgment as a person is going to be right most of the time because you're a mother, and if you're a mother, you have the mother instincts built in you. So you're doing the right thing most of the time. So you know what's right and what's wrong for your child, and nobody else does. And then you have to use your individual side also and kind of find the balance there between letting your daughter express her womanhood in her individuality, and then also protect her at the same time from the perverts that could interpret her movements as being something else that it's not, So find that balance. That's my best advice to you. Don't care about what other people say. Give your child a chance for freedom and protect them at the same time. And I think there is a good balance there. You can find it. It's not that hard to find. It's not easy, but it's not hard at the same time, and I know you can get it. You can do it. You get the tools to do it. You're a mother. You're strong. Every mother is strong, and you can protect it. So that's my answer to Camelia from Spain. Thank you so much for asking the question, and hopefully this could open the topic for discussion for a lot of mothers out there that have daughters that would like to belly dance, and you find maybe a little bit of resistance from your family and from your friends and from society in general. What do you think about it? Share it with us and let's talk on freebellydanceclasses.com. That is our website. I'll see you then next time for another video. For now on, keep on dancing.